Well, hello everybody. It is a lovely day today. A little rainy actually, but the temperature's just right. Went for a walk, got some coffee. Pretty nice after last week's crazy heat. It's gonna be very difficult to get around here without spoiling some of the next episode. Things have been transforming quite a lot, and so I think rather than try to hide the spoilers, I'll just kind of show you real quick what's going on. So when you look out here, you'll see that everything is pretty flat. So that's one thing I've been doing. Doing a lot of digging over here. We might do some more digging over there, just to kind of flatten that part out as well. And then over there in the corner, we're starting work on our base. So that's exciting. This is ultimately going to be a big village. And I haven't figured out how big the buildings are gonna be or how many streets or anything like that. But I wanna take our time with it, because we built a bunch of villages in my last series and some of them were too small or too crowded, or I don't know. I just want us to take our time with this so it's laid out really nicely, looks really good. So anyway, that's what's going on. Tuesday's episode is just about done. I need to do a couple of edits and then post it. One thing I know that I need really quickly is some hoppers. Hoppers. Just grab the big stack. How many hoppers do I need? 7 or 8, I think. You might notice on my hotbar, my poor little shovel is really beat up from all of that terraforming. And so we need to head over to the mob farm and heal that up so it doesn't break. And then I've been doing something over at the mob farm. Bloop. That we're gonna use these hoppers for. And I'll show you that once we get over there. Put that back. Let's sleep. My frames are mediocre. They're okay. Streaming for some reason takes more of a toll than just recording. I'm not sure why that is. It feels like it's the same processes. And then I had some mod issues. A little bit of it will be in the next episode, but some of the mods were like doing things that were really weird. I went through and updated them all again because there's a couple of new versions and it seems to be better so far. What else do I need? I need some black carpet because we're going to spend some time in the Nether. Let's see here. I was getting so full. All of this is wool. Just a dumb little sheep farm, but it's doing really well. Zoom. Zombie farm. Let's go out here first. One thing I did over here, you can see I got some construction happening here. You'll see there's a lever in front of each of these. That's what I forgot, a lever. Shoot. Yeah. There's a hopper under the chest, and the hopper runs over here, and then this hopper runs down into a dispenser, and you can see it's just throwing stuff away. Right now it's locked. Pointing towards the chest, locked. Pointing away from it, unlocked. But I wanted to put one on the spider farm as well, but I forgot a lever. But yeah, the idea is that it will flush these chests when they get really super full, because they were starting to back up and then there was just items just everywhere and it was kind of a mess. Is this thing, it looks like it's working. Somehow I seem to have broken it. We'll figure it out. But yeah, let's just install these hoppers real quick here. It's definitely doing the, no, that's right. I was gonna say that's facing the wrong way. That needs to be there, obviously, to make it happen. What if I put it back? Does it turn back on? No, that's really weird. I'll troubleshoot it a little later. Let me get this installed first. Boop, boop. And then we'll put one more right there, but I don't want to put it there yet because I don't have that lever to lock it. Do. Okay, now that the hopper is here, that's not going to work because this needs to be a solid block. I could come in from the... No, I can't come in from the back because that's where it's dispensing. What an interesting problem. Anyway, that's what I've been working on over here. And we'll deal with all that later. I need to fix this shovel. Let's do that real quick. Yeah, just put this stuff in here. Do. So today, what do I want to do today? Today, I think I want to spend most of our time in the Nether. We've been working on this Nether hallway, and we got the piglin bartering section all polished up and looking great. I did a little bit of work across the hall where we are ultimately going to have kind of a poor man's gold farm. So I can show you what I did over there. And then the hallway goes all the way down to where the Nether mine is, and the stronghold. So we can check that out. Take the hopper onto the other hopper, then put the stone back. My only issue with that is if I put this hopper into this hopper, this is locking that hopper. So the beauty of this one is if I unlock this, it goes underneath directly into the dispenser and will bypass this hopper, but I certainly could do that. I would just have to unlock this one too to get that to drain. We'll figure it out. Oh yeah, I gotta hold the shovel to heal the shovel. Let's throw that over there in the corner. The other thing we want to do in the Nether at some point, maybe today, is there's some new portals. There's the witch farm and the sulfur cave. And we need to get a hallway over to those. It's going to be a little bit of a long hallway, so I'm not looking forward to that. And it goes through a soul sand biome, so there's ghasts and skeletons and things which are obnoxious. But yeah, gotta do that. You know, we could take this all the way around and then connect. Oops, I didn't mean to fall down there. To this hopper, and then it would just go straight in. We'll see. Not important right now. Leather, leather. Perfect. Really curious why this is not draining. What if I put a little delay on you? No. What if I break this and put this back? So weird. Is this repeater facing the right way? It is. Very peculiar. All right, once we get the shovel all healed up, we'll move on to our next project here. Throw, throw. There's a YouTuber, small YouTuber like myself, named Froe, F-R-O-E, and when I started my channel, would watch his channel, and he was very into data packs and had a mushroom island that he was converting into kind of his forever world, and very kind of Roman-inspired architecture, great builder, would do some pretty interesting redstone as well. And then, you know, life got a little crazy. We would talk and things like that. I was a pretty big fan of the channel, and he hasn't made a video in a couple of years until this week, and he made a video again. I think like cherry blossoms had just come out the last time he made a video, so a lot has changed. And it's very cool to see him making videos again. So that is fun. The collaboration between Blast Off Animations and myself, we published that video this week. I built a giant volcano, and he animated this Wither Tribe ghast situation. It's pretty good, pretty incredible. Took him forever because it was such a big build and there's so many animated characters in it. He's really, really super talented. It's very, very cool. We had a meeting, I guess a couple months ago now, and we talked about some different ideas, and the ghast volcano is the one that won. And it was such a big build. It really like my wrist was aching at the end of each day that I spent time on it because there were so many blocks. And yeah, we kind of both joked that the next one needs to be a lot smaller. We were talking a little bit about doing another one in October, and potentially it might be a haunted house or haunted themed build, so that's going to be pretty cool. Almost healed up here. Throw. See, I don't need to take these back right now. We'll leave those there. Come on, skeletons. They've gone away, apparently. Oh, there they are. Almost there. Eventually, we'll build a proper XP farm, and then we can just use like potions of oozing or something to get lots and lots of XP. Throw you, throw you. Okay, I will troubleshoot this later because I have no idea what's going on there. Shovel goes there. Let's put that back on. Okay, here we are. So this is where we enter the Nether. The zombie farm's out here, and that's pretty much all that's out there. Off in this direction, trial chamber. We've basically done nothing out here. So the witch farm and the sulfur cave are gonna be off in that direction a fair ways. And then over here, there's a portal down there that you can see that goes to the trial chamber. And then just to give you a peek at how much I've taken out of this, I've just started at the top and kind of working my way down. So clearing out a lot of the black stone so that we can build these nether tunnels. On the other side of our portal room here, this is where we've been doing all our work here. Hello, Piglin. This all oxidized, super happy about that. This is looking great. The piglin bartering area looks fantastic. We have our new consolidated output. We have our cleaned up input. Got the sulfur blocks. Looks fantastic. On this side, this is where the gold farm is going to be. So I noticed I got lots and lots of zombified piglins out here. And what I've been doing is just kind of flattening out the terrain. There's a big, what do you call it, lava ocean right here. And I've been just kind of covering it over. You can kind of see here. It's hard to see. There you go. And see, there's lots of them out here. And what I'm thinking is potentially, if I was to shoot an arrow at one of them, they would all run over here, and then we could just sit here and kill them as they run in, and then take all of the gold nuggets, craft them up into gold bars to give to these folks. That's the plan there. Down here, I moved some of our gear down here. This is our nether mine. This is the stronghold. So we'll have some sort of little space here. And then we're getting into the basalt delta, which means potentially lava. Just so fun. And magma cubes. Yeah. So yeah, this is what we need to get some work done on today. I'm not sure. For some reason, I put the staircase like right here, like literally one block off of the hallway. 1 block, 2 blocks off of the hallway. So we'll probably just have a little little room here that sort of opens up just a bit in the hallway for all of this. Let's, yeah, just work on this, I guess. So that is, yeah, okay. Just more blackstone. Oh, I'm gonna piss off the piglins, aren't I? Gotta be careful with that. Yeah. These little overhangs and stuff, I've got wool on top of them. You can kind of see there. So that way we don't get things spawning all over the top of this hallway. Let me grab... Cracked. There we go. Cracked. Here, a magma cube. Okay, and then here there'll be a little whatever in the hallway. And then here we'll kind of pick back up. Okay. The, what do you call it? Cyan, teal, whatever we're calling that color. I don't want to do that in every single space. I'd like to vary it a little bit. Yeah. Thought I ran out. Cool. Hello. I am wearing a gold helmet. Great. Well, let's figure this out here. Excuse me. This side has the staircase, so that is going to be the one that kind of informs the size of the space, and then we'll just mirror it on this side. What should we do here? We could just step it back like that, potentially. That would be fine. That means the alcove would be just that big. Just a little dinky thing. That'd be fine, right? We could use a different variation, like we could use the smooth black stone. There is deep slate here, so we could use some deep slate potentially. Yeah, something. Something. We should probably figure that out. Let's dump some of this in here. Oops, I need my torches. Bloop. Okay, so we could do blackstone variants. We could do deep slate. I do have lots of deep slate. The deep slate will continue down here because I've used it as the stairs. I don't know if I want the deep slate to continue over here though. I mean, it could. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should have a little bit of a deep slate element. Deep slate staircase, deep slate hallway. Hello. Hello. Yeah, maybe. Let's go grab some deep slate. I really need to install some soul soil or soul sand. Soul soil? Yeah. And get some soul speed boots. What's in here? Basalt. Okay. Do 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 do. Rockets' wings are important. Deep slate. I think. Yeah, I've got tons. Let's grab a shulker box. Probably going to need to get more shulker boxes because I'm starting to actually use them now. Do 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 do. Shulker box. Okay. Hopefully, that'll be enough to get us started. Now that I've spent some time with the storage room, I'm pretty proud of it. It turned out pretty good. Almost far enough that I should start flying down here. That is one of the benefits of having the super tall ceiling is it'll be pretty easy to fly through here. Okay. Deep slate. Since we've got the bricks happening, let's start with some bricks. See what we think. I see a cube. I don't know what I'm going to put there. So, that looks okay. Whoops. Okay. What if... we do something like we did back at the Piglin bartering? Pretty plain. Could probably make that more interesting somehow. Not what I wanted to do. Let's try. It's a little more interesting. What if... Kinda good. What if we do something different here? Copper grates behind. Copper grates behind. Behind, like where this is up top. What would that look like? It would look like... I don't want to open the thing here because he'll get mad at me. Should the copper grates be flush with the deep slate, or should they be recessed? Probably should be flush, huh? Otherwise it's going to go so far back and look I don't know. It might look good. I don't know. We'll try stuff. I'm afraid I'm gonna get blasted by a ghast over here. Do I have... Is he gonna get mad? I don't have any grates. Where are my grates at? Well, let's go get some grates. Whoa. I hear an Enderman. It's not fair. Just a thought. I do have some lapis, but not a lot of lapis. I thought it might be a weird block to use. Copper grates. Copper grates? No. Copper grates. No. Copper grates? Copper grates. I don't have very many copper grates. How do you make copper grates? Let's learn together here. Copper grates. Okay, that's not what I would have guessed. Oh, my copper's waxed. How many do I get? Do I get 4 out of this? Is that what I remember? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Is that enough? I don't think that was enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scrape, 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 scrape. Okay, we've got copper grates. Got deep slate. What else do I need? We'll probably need to figure out some light in that area, but I'll worry about that later. Can I sleep now? Why are there monsters nearby? I don't get it. Okay, copper grates. So if I make the copper grates flush with the deep slate, oof, eek. One thing that might be cool about this is we could put lighting behind it, and that would be kind of a neat accent. Yeah, it looks okay flush. We could always do something like walls or something to give this a little more depth. Oop. Saw gassed. Boy, that's a hard... Shoot. There we go. Okay, I don't hate that. It's a cool decorative element. And like I said, we could put some light of some kind behind that, and that would look pretty cool. Okay, so let's start to replicate this on this side. Deep slate. Oh, I've already got deep slate. Kind of freestyle in here and see what happens. Okay, then I need 4 blackstone steps and 8 grates. Blackstone steps. I got none. Let's see if I can mirror this. It was just... well, I guess there's more to it than that. These are in the corners. Blonk. Blonk. These were down here. What is that terrible sound? It's like a little itty bitty street sweeper guy. That's obnoxious. I don't know if you all can hear that or not. Perfect. Okay. Some more grates. Need to figure out what this is going to look like. And what this is going to look like. Well, hello. A giant spear. Let's see. Tiles, 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 tiles. Oh, hello, Ghast. Where'd he go? There he is. Okay, we'll figure that out in a little bit. Just need to come up with a kind of a repeating pattern for this one. I don't want it to be 100% deep slate. We'll probably need to work some other blocks in. But of course I need more copper grates. Whoa. Copper grates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I hear an Enderman. Where are you, Enderman? Is he under the floor? We may never know. Uh-oh. I made it. Scrape, 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 scrape. Cool. Okay. I would love to do something to add some depth here. I might play with some walls or buttons or something. And then let's see, how far is it to the portal? Well, let's figure out. Whoa. In front of the portal, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this hallway is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19-ish long. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see here. We do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. That would work. And then we just need to come up with like a repeating motif and then figure out, besides deep slate, what else do we want to work into this. This goes off to the stronghold, so we could use like regular stone. That would be a nice, you know, sort of what do you call that? Like a nod to the materials that we're heading toward, I guess. Down here, because I have so much of it, I was thinking about using magma for the lighting in the walls. And then like right here, maybe even just leaving this like big magma transition. I think it's kind of interesting. So if I use magma over here and stone over there, that might be kind of cool. I see a wither skeleton. Let's try some stuff out here. Oops. Whoa. You could do something like that so it looks kind of rib cagey. Yeah, I think that'll be a cool look. Yeah, I like that. I should probably grab some stone. Let's try something real quick here. Let's do that. What if I do that? It kind of sells that kind of spine look. Yeah, so far so good. Let's grab some regular stone. Whoa. Stone, stone, stone. I still hear that Enderman. I have no idea where he is. It's so weird. Every time I like turn, it's like, nope, not over here. I saw one the other day that was standing on the tracks and like the minecart was just like bumping up against him. Enderman whoops. But where? I can't sleep because there's a monster. Is he back? There he is. What the heck, man? Finally, we can sleep. Wild. Okay, I got my stone. Get rid of some of this netherrack. Okay, let's make some of these. Let's do one here and here. Let's do some stairs. We could use these potentially too. Stairs. Oops. Got too much stuff apparently. Just trying some stuff out, seeing if anything sticks here. One, two, three. Like this should be a little lower. Excuse me, Mr. Pig, you gotta go. You gotta move, man. And then what, more bricks up there, maybe? Like that? If we put these here and here. Okay. And then, what if we made some walls? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Too many. Okay, we just do walls in the middle. That looks okay. We do walls sides. It's definitely detailed, you know what I mean? Intricate. I like how there's just sort of dark poking through. Not 100% on this part. What if we just did more deep slate? Definitely creates a nice line across the top. Yeah, I think that's all right. So none of that. Oops. It's pretty much just every other like that. And then all the way along the top. Like that. And then it's just cobbled here, here, and here. You fill this in or else we're definitely going to get somebody spawning back there and have to listen to that forever. And then it's going to be a chiseled one here and here. And then stairs and walls. That's not too difficult. Stairs. Walls. Chiseled. Sir, you got to get out of there. You can't be back there. Same deal. I should probably fill this in or else we're going to have some little piglin back there. Okay. Great. Good. And then up top. Doot, doot. Doot, doot. And then the stairs go here. Nope, not there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. There and there. There and there. There and there. There, 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 and there. And then everything else is walls, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that looks cool. Slowly oxidizing. Put those up there. Okay, let's block off this hallway just so we don't have anybody hassling us. And let's put some carpets down there. Carpet, carpet. That way we can kind of get the whole feel. since this hallway's a little lighter, we could potentially put some gray in here or something like that just to change it up. Sort of looks like a face. These always look like eyeballs, I think. Oops. Looks pretty cool. It'll look cooler once it oxidizes. And like I was saying, we should probably figure out what kind of light to put back there. I feel like glowstone or what's the shroom lights might be a little too noisy. I don't have any sea lanterns or frog lights yet. Just curious if those will do. Something I like that. Well, if I made deep slate walls and I put them like that, it's kind of ugly. What if I did... Yeah, I don't think so. I feel like it needs something, but I just don't know what. Trapdoors might be a little too much. Buttons might be too little. I don't know. We'll just let it sit for a little bit. This side, we're gonna do some blackstone, we're gonna do some deep slate, and we can use the tiles and the bricks over here. And then I want to use magma. That potentially could be our light block is magma. We could try it, see what it looks like. How do I want this to go? Let's make some tile blocks here. Put you back in there, put you over there. No, put you over here. Okay, tiles. So if we just put tile blocks next to the tile stairs, that's nice and safe. Two, three. See, that would be 3 blocks there. And then, oh gosh, I don't know what we want to do here. Nope. So what I need to figure out is where do I want it to start coming down here. So I've got 1, 2, 3 blocks, and then we could start to step it down, potentially. You know, like this sort of thing. And if I do that, that means that between this block and this block, there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. That's fine, I guess. Hello, guest. Whoa. Don't burn up my carpets. Okay. That looks fine, I think. I just want to try a little bit out to see what it's gonna feel like here. I think that feels appropriate. And with 4 blocks, I feel like we could come up with the design there as well. So let me go grab something to drink because my throat is getting dry. And then we'll grab some Blackstone and we'll try a couple things out. So I will be right back. Oh, okay, I'm back. I got a bunch of texts while I've been streaming. Mm-hmm. All right. Nobody's dying or nothing's burning down, so I'll do those later. Okay, let's see. Let's grab some of that. Let's grab some of that. Need more shulker boxes. So we're just doing a stripe down the middle, it looks like. Oops. Okay. And then what if we... Which way am I going? What if we make some more bricks? Oh, did I anger somebody? No, I'm just hearing things. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. What if we 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know how that's going to go yet, so we'll leave that there. This one we can put here. Actually, let's bring it in a little bit. What if we put it right on top of those? We have 2 blocks. In between. Oh, hello. Okay, I have an idea. Let's go grab some magma. None over here. Bunch of it there. None down there, none down there. All right. I don't have enough room in my inventory. There we go. I'm not sure how to transition this. Do I have any more tiles? There they are. Tiles, tiles, tiles. Let's make some walls so we can add a little bit of depth here. Wall. Wall. Magma? It's kind of interesting how you have that little indent. We could do that like all the way down. I don't know if every 3 is the right number, but it provides a little bit of light. It adds that nethery sort of look, which is kind of cool. The ceiling we can definitely install. That's super simple. I wonder if we can try out the magma without me getting blown up here. It's kind of interesting how it moves ever so subtle, you know, like that little shimmer. Definitely needs to be surrounded with black stone. Let's grab that real quick. Shoe over here, grab that. And I'm missing one right down here in the corner. Okay, don't hassle me, please. See what that looks like. It's okay. I'm not in love with it. I'm trying to imagine that these are oxidized already. Just a little noisy. I wish it was just like a solid light back there. Yeah, I don't have any frog lights or sea lanterns yet, but those might look better. Let's try something else here. What if we do nothing back here? Definitely a little spookier looking. I don't know. I'm just going to let it sit for a little bit. Looks better on the oxide. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely needs... Of course, it took forever for it to oxidize down there, but we'll see what it happens with it. We'll try some different things. The one thing I'm certain of is the ceiling. We can go ahead and install that. Well, almost certain. Should I do stairs or should I do full blocks, I guess is the question. Full blocks look a little cleaner. You don't get that super jag kind of thing going on there. But stairs do give that more smooth transition. I think I want to do full blocks, I think. Man, my inventory is so full. Do some more bricks. Do some more tiles. Oh, I see lava dripping. We're super close to some lava ocean, so we'll need to be careful of that. Oops, I didn't see that. Okay, where was I? Oh, it was right there. Yeah, that looks good. There we go. Okay, and then we're gonna do just a couple of these. I might change these out later, but something to get us into this repeating pattern. And then we're doing bricks, brick, brick, brick. brick, brick, brick. Magma, magma. And then tile walls. Tile walls, tile walls. Tile, tile. So disorganized. Boop, boop. Okay, how's that looking? Looks okay. The deep slate, the black stone look all right together. The magma, I've got a lot of it, so using it makes sense. It feels good for a nether mine to have that, I think, as a light source. Yeah. Okay, so we've got our nether hallway sort of figured out. We've got our nether mine sort of figured out. My storage is a train wreck. Cool. Let's, a little bit more time left here. Let's think about this, witch farm sulfur cave tunnel. See if we can kind of sketch that out a little bit. I'm gonna go grab a bunch of cobble. Rockets. Cobblestone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be plenty. Let's put that away. Let's switch out our nether stuff just in case I fall to my death. Okay, trial chamber. Let's see, I have it written down here somewhere. The sulfur cave is 12,238. So right now we're at 76, 77, 78. So it's going to be out there. 12. Let's check something here. I just feel so exposed out here with the ghasts. Okay, so this is 37. So if we just take this straight out, we'll end up needing to go right to the, whatchamacallit, option 2. We could take this out to 12 or whatever, and then turn left out there. There's no reason this needs to be like the main hall. I don't know. Because one option, if we just keep this going and then turn to go off, then that will be a nice long hallway. If we have a T here, I don't know. I don't know if it makes a difference. Well, that's what, 25 blocks? But then there's going to be another, because the sulfur cave is 12 off of us, but then the witch farm is another jaunt. Which farm is at negative 46, 217? Let's see, where are we at? We're at negative 13. So either way, we have to go this way a couple hundred blocks. We could potentially go down and then turn left in between them. What did I say? 217 and 238. That might be interesting. How would that go? I need to do some planning. But, yeah, we could at least go take a look, I suppose. Of course, I only have 16 rockets. Here, gassed. Hello, gassed. So there it is, right there. And then right over there, that is the witch farm. So like, we could go like halfway between them. Whatever that is, and then build a tunnel out this way. You know, so we'd have like a T intersection out here. I don't know if that's better than the other plans, but for whatever reason, that just seems to make sense to me. Yeah, I probably need to do some planning before we start laying down blocks. Whoops, that's the wrong thing. Oof. I guess it just depends if we want a T intersection here, or if we just want this to be a hallway of its own, and then we turn left and have a T intersection down there. I don't know which one makes sense as far as like future-proofing or anything. Anyway, that's gonna happen eventually. We haven't done anything with this hallway yet. We need to build like another little room out here of some kind, and then start taking the hallway down in that direction. Out here, The only thing we've got is the zombie farm. I don't know if we're going to end up taking hallways out in this direction or not. I just don't know what's out there. Well, pretty happy with the Nether progress. Once this gets all kind of sorted out here, there's going to be so many little buildings, and I want them to be bigger than I built in the previous village. You know, I want them to be substantial buildings. Like, I feel like we might be able to have like 3 streets. I think it's going to be pretty interesting. We'll probably do the edges first so that we can kind of seal everything in. And that way we can let the villagers go without worrying about them getting, you know, attacked by zombies, things like that. We'll eventually do a waterfront. But I think this is going to take a long, long time, which is cool. We've got our magic tower. We're working on a base over here. I think we'll do another 1 or 2 towers. I think that'll be kind of fun. Add some height to the area. As far as style, I don't know what I want the village to look like. I tend to typically go kind of, you know, typical Minecraft village, semi-medieval, you know, that sort of thing. I don't know. We're going to be getting poplar wood. That's going to be fun to have another building material. So yeah. Well, I think that's all we're going to accomplish today. Pretty happy with the progress. I think for the foreseeable future, Fridays are probably the day that works best for me for streaming. So we'll try and make a little bit of a habit out of it. And I think it's going to be super fun, super cool. A little sneak peek of what I'm figuring out down here as well. Just want to create as much space as we can for this village build. And yeah, I want it to be totally lit up, totally spawn proof and all that. And I wonder how many villagers we could get in here, you know? There might be like a little mini city. It'll be fun. But anyway, thanks for popping in. Appreciate hanging out. Appreciate the feedback and all of that. And yeah, we'll do it again next Friday. Keep an eye out for Tuesday's episode. Saturday, I have a new Todd B video on the Todd B channel talking about kind of my life lately. It's generally good stuff. So keep an eye out for that, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.